air, about 80% of it, 8 parts of the air we breathe is nitrogen. It's just all in the air around us. And then 20% or 2 parts of it is oxygen, and a small 1% is made up of a lot of different elements. And carbon dioxide only makes up 0.04% in our atmosphere. So it really is not as much as everybody as we think, as we might think about, because it's in the news so much. But I also like to point out that carbon dioxide, what breathes carbon dioxide? Well, trees breathe carbon dioxide, plants breathe carbon dioxide. So it's a balance. They breathe the carbon dioxide, they create oxygen. Do we have to, another thing I'll ask is, do we have to have nitrogen to breathe? Well, no, we don't. We really don't have to have nitrogen. We do have to have oxygen, but we only need about 20% of it. So nitrogen is just there as kind of a filler, and helps. Depending on how old the group is, I might even also get into inert gases and reactive gases, because oxygen is a reactive gas, and I'll show that actually next. But I talk about that because it goes on to the next thing. Now, especially if they're too young and they don't understand percentages, or even if they do, we'll sometimes say, think about our atmosphere. All 5 fingers represent the whole of our atmosphere. These 5 fingers. Of those 5 fingers, 4 of them are nitrogen. That's how much of our atmosphere makes up nitrogen. Only 1 of them is oxygen, and then maybe just a sliver of a fingernail makes up the other things like argon, carbon dioxide, a lot of other things. So now I talk about how all of those gases have their own states of matter. We know that water has states of matter. What do we call water when it's a liquid? It's water. What do we call it when it's a solid? It's ice. And then it also can be a gas, right? It's all around us in the air. We have water around us. So water, we know, we're really familiar with having 3 states of matter. Well, elements have states of matter as well, and that's where liquid nitrogen comes in. Now I'm going to put some nitrogen in a bowl.